Everything you thought you knew about running a faceless YouTube channel just got flipped upside down, and I'm not talking about minor tweaks. I mean, the entire playbook that was working 18 months ago is now actively working against you. The channels that were crushing it with AI-narrated stories, compiled footage, and automated voiceovers are getting flagged, demonetized, and buried by the algorithm. Meanwhile, a completely different type of faceless channel is quietly exploding right now. And most creators have no idea what separates the ones winning from the ones wondering why their views flatlined. So today, I'm breaking down the new playbook, every step, every tool, every decision point. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's changed, what's working right now in 2026, and the specific moves you need to make if you're starting fresh or pivoting an existing channel. Let's get into it. Before anything else, let's talk about what actually shifted. Because understanding why the old approach broke down is what makes the new approach make sense. YouTube has been quietly but aggressively updating how it evaluates content authenticity. The platform is now much better at identifying videos that are essentially AI-generated from start to finish, with no real human input, no genuine expertise, and no original perspective. It's putting those videos in a separate category, and that category does not perform well. Lower ad rates, reduced distribution, and in some cases, outright demonetization. If you built a channel on AI-narrated history facts, celebrity drama compilations, or anything where the entire production was essentially automated soup, you already felt this shift. Your numbers told the story. Here's what YouTube is actively rewarding instead. Content where a human being brings something real to the table. Tutorials, where someone actually understands what they're teaching. Value-driven videos, where the viewer walks away knowing something they couldn't have Googled in 30 seconds. How-to content with depth. That's the lane that's growing right now, and that shift changes every single decision you make, from niche selection all the way through to your production workflow. So let's walk through the new playbook step by step, starting with the first and most important decision you'll make. Step 1 is niche selection. And this is where most people get eliminated before they even post their first video. The old approach was simple. Pick something you're curious about, start posting, and hope the audience shows up. That worked when the bar was low and the algorithm was less sophisticated. Now it's a guaranteed way to waste the next 6 months of your life. The right approach in 2026 is running your niche idea through 3 separate filters before you commit to anything. Every single filter has to pass. You can't skip one and compensate with the others. It doesn't work that way. The first filter is genuine interest. Can you make 50 to 80 videos on this topic without running out of energy or ideas? This isn't about passion in some fluffy motivational sense. It's a practical sustainability question. Channels die because creators burn out, not because the niche was bad. If you can't sustain curiosity about the subject across 100 videos, change the niche. The second filter is measurable demand. Not a feeling that people are probably interested in this. Actual evidence. Search volume you can verify. Existing videos in this space are pulling strong watch time and real view counts. The third filter is multiple monetization pathways. This one matters more in 2026 than ever before because AdSense alone cannot carry a channel anymore. Rates have dropped, and the rules keep shifting. Your niche needs to stack at least 3 revenue options from this list: affiliate income, AdSense, brand sponsorships, community memberships, or digital products like courses and templates. If the only way your niche makes money is through ad revenue, you're building a business with one fragile income source and a ceiling that stops you from ever scaling past a certain point. Step 2 is format selection, and this is the decision that separates channels people remember from channels that disappear into the algorithm void. The format landscape split pretty clearly in 2026 into 2 distinct paths, depending on what kind of channel you're building. If you're in the tutorial and how-to space, the winning format right now is realistic AI avatars, not cartoon avatars, not abstract animations. Realistic, human-looking presenter avatars built with tools like HeyGen. There's a channel called Parker Prompts that used a realistic avatar from day one in the AI tutorial niche and reached over 100,000 subscribers in roughly 4 months. Same topic as thousands of other channels in the space. The format difference did most of the heavy lifting. If you're building something outside the tutorial space, something character-driven or animation-based, the winning move is niche bending. You find a visual format that's already working in a completely different category and you bring it into your niche where nobody's done it yet. You're not inventing anything, you're importing a proven aesthetic into fresh territory. There's a fitness channel called Yellow Dude that runs a comic book-style animated character, a visual language borrowed straight from superhero content, and applies it to workout and health topics. The fitness audience had never seen that before. It now has over 1.5 million subscribers. Primate Economics did something similar, borrowing the format style of kids' explainer content and using talking animated apes to break down personal finance concepts. Over 500,000 subscribers and their videos average more than 1 million views each. That's the niche bend strategy working at scale. Either way, the principle is the same. Don't try to invent a new visual format from scratch. Find what's already performing, import it somewhere fresh, and execute it well. Step 3 is your production stack, and this is genuinely different from anything that existed 2 years ago. The anchor of the 2026 Faceless channel stack is Claude, and not just as a writing assistant you occasionally open in a browser tab. Claude functions as the central hub that everything else connects through. Script writing, topic research, visual generation prompts, posting schedules, video descriptions, metadata drafts. When Claude is set up as the controller of your workflow through MCP integrations, you're not managing 5 separate tools manually. You're running one intelligent system that coordinates everything else. Around that core, you build out a few key tools. For visual production, Kling is handling AI video and image generation right now, with workflows either through a node-based Canvas setup or directly through Claude orchestration. For voiceover, ElevenLabs is still the standard, but the quality difference between mediocre and great voiceover output comes almost entirely from how you format and write the script before you feed it through. The tool matters less than the input you give it. For documentation and channel management, Notion holds everything together: research notes, script drafts, your content calendar, and asset libraries. When you're producing 12 or more videos per month, you need a system that keeps everything organized because your brain cannot hold all of it simultaneously. Then there's the avatar decision. If you went the realistic route in step 2, HeyGen is currently the cleanest option. Build the avatar once and redeploy it across every video with native lip sync. If you went the animated character route, Dreamface handles lip sync for illustrated characters with solid results across longer video formats. Everything connects back through Claude. That's the structure. Not separate tools you toggle between, but one orchestrated system. Step 4 is your first 30 days, and this window matters more than most creators realize. YouTube's algorithm doesn't wait for you to warm up. It starts building a profile of your channel almost immediately, looking at your retention curves, your click-through rates, how consistently you're uploading, and how your audience behaves when they find your videos. The profile it builds in the first 30 days is the foundation for where it sends you next. A clean profile means the algorithm carries you into discovery. A messy or inconsistent profile means you get parked and ignored. The discipline here is straightforward, but requires commitment. 2 videos per week. Consistent upload schedule, same days every week. Consistent thumbnail visual language, so your channel looks like a real brand. Strong hook structure at the start of every single video. 2 specific retention moments need to be engineered into every script you write. The first is the 30-second mark, which is where viewers decide whether to keep watching past the opening. The second is around the 3-minute mark, which is where attention naturally starts to drift, and where a well-placed pattern interrupt or value delivery moment keeps people in. Every video gets both of those moments built in deliberately. Step 5 is your monetization stack, and this is where the new playbook fundamentally breaks from the old thinking. The old model was to build a channel, reach a subscriber threshold, turn on AdSense, and collect money. That model is functionally dead in 2026. AdSense rates dropped, eligibility rules shifted, and the structural dependence on a single income source makes your entire channel financially fragile. Channels that are genuinely thriving right now treat AdSense as one income stream among 4, not the whole business. Here's the order and timeline. From day one, you set up affiliate links for tools you're actually mentioning or using in your content. Most of the major tools in the AI and tech space have affiliate programs. A link in your video description starts compounding across every video that ranks in search from the very beginning. Around the 1,000 subscriber mark, you unlock AdSense. It's worth having, but it's not worth optimizing your entire channel around. Somewhere between 10 and 25,000 subscribers, depending on how high value your niche is, sponsorships become accessible. Past 50,000 subscribers, you're in a territory where community memberships and digital products become genuinely significant revenue. Every step connects to the next. The niche determines whether monetization is possible. The format determines whether the algorithm has a reason to distribute you. The production stack determines whether you can actually sustain the output. The first 30 days determine whether the algorithm profiles you as a real channel or an experiment. And the monetization strategy determines whether the whole thing actually pays off when it works. So here's the real takeaway. Faceless YouTube isn't dead. Low effort, fully automated content is. The creators winning right now are the ones combining AI efficiency with real human insight, real strategy, and real value. That's the difference. If you start with the right niche, build a format people actually connect with, and stay consistent long enough for the algorithm to understand your channel, there's still a massive opportunity here in 2026. Probably bigger than most people realize. And the best part is that most creators still haven't adapted yet. They're running outdated strategies while the new landscape is wide open for the people willing to move early. If you want more videos breaking down what's actually working right now with Faceless YouTube, AI workflows, monetization, and growth strategies, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.